Hello everyone and welcome back to Let's Play Dragon Slayer: The Legend of Heroes. Hey, you must be more bounty hunters. You came because you heard about the reward for ending the invasion, right? I can spot a bounty hunter a mile away. You need some local help? I'll let you stay here, but I need 3% of whatever you get. Sound fair? Sorry to keep you standing. Grab some shut-eye. In the last part, we finished off our stuff in Norland, and now we're in the new kingdom of Sordis. Now that we're in Chapter 4. So let's look around and see what's happening here. You can get some tele lenses here if you wanted to, not that I'm going to be needing to buy them anytime soon. You boys look out for that dancer that's been hanging out around town. She's even got King Theos wrapped around her finger. Weird. You look alright to me, but stay away from that Sandra. Men who watch her exotic dance just aren't the same. Noticing a trend. Haven't you heard? They say Princess Micah's to marry a foreign prince. We've seen a couple of foreign princes, I wonder which one. It could be. In Port Sword north of here, there's a crazy inventor. He's been trying to fly in a giant kite that he built, but I'm sure he crashed every time so far. He's always dragging pieces home through the desert. Sounds painful, but at least he's having fun, I guess? I have no interest in dancing tarts. Seeker, help us. You might be noticing a trend here. The priest and the guy running the inn are the only men in the village, because apparently everyone else is at the castle, so I guess let's take a look at what's going on over here. How you doing down here, maid? Don't be hassling the queen. She's having a rough time. The king is partying wildly with dancing women. Well, let's find and talk to the queen about that. And she's kind of roaming this area surprisingly freely. Usually the NPCs like to stay in a single room if they move at all. The queen here, not so much. Ooh, but we can talk to the sage here and get the new magic from this area. What do we got here? Ooh, level 4 cure magic, level 4 attack magic. As well as Mute 2, what was that? Waste 3 and Psycho 3? Upgrade the Psycho if you got any around, but my big things here are the Elemental Magic and Cure. Mute 2 could be useful if you're trying to mute a boss fight rather than just using Calm so you can cast spells. But I think there are some notable boss fights in the game that are immune to Mute, but still vulnerable to Calm. So that's why I tend to go for Calm overall. Oh, that's a different song. What's going on up here? Oh, that's a bunch of people dancing. Including the king, now I see it. There's that Sandra we heard about. I ain't never felt this good. Join the party! I'm good, and you might notice deliberately they move in front of the door whenever we get close so we can't enter the throne room. Let's see if we can find the queen and talk to her about what's going on here, because, this ain't right. From memory, I think she does try to roam outside the castle directly, but I've found her inconsistently throughout this area, just because it is one of the bigger castles in the game, like, width-wise. There she is. Good afternoon. Are you the queen? And who are you? I'm Prince Logan of Farlane. Prince Logan, can it really be you? I declare, where's Princess Micah? She must be her future husband. Oh. Her future... Did you say husband? But didn't your mother ever tell you? We decided on your 5th birthday. His Majesty and your father were best friends, you know. Incredible! The princess can wait. We need to know where all the men from your city have disappeared. They've gone crazy. Soldiers, townsmen, even King Theos. Not long ago, a woman came to Havelock and caused quite a to-do with her dancing. Of course, word reached His Majesty, so she was invited to the castle even though we don't usually indulge in such things. Sandra's her name. Since His Majesty first called for her, he's been crazy over her dancing. He's in the throne room now with most of the menfolk of Havelock. We've just come from Norland. I'm in hot pursuit of a master villain named Drax to avenge my father. Drax? And your father? I declare. But Drax was a respected baron. I can't believe it. It's true. Drax plotted to take the throne of Farlane. He assassinated Corwin and even sought Prince Logan's life. I declare, I have dreadful news. The same Drax is in this castle now. No kidding. That dog came to Sordis just like we figured. We'll send him to the Seeker. Queen, where's he hiding? He was upstairs with King Theos. But no one can get in that way now. The king forbids to be disturbed. But there's no time to waste. We have to snap him out of it. But if we force entrance, the king may be harmed. That's a point. This has gone too far. Drax's evil designs are afoot. It seems that just yesterday that Logan was in diapers. And now look at him. If King Corwin were alive, how proud he would be. But why is Drax here? Could this Sandra be a spy? Maybe working with Nadja, the demon we heard about in Darkheim. I declare, did you say Nadja? Yes, we heard rumors of a Beastmaster hiding in Sordis. Are you familiar with the name Nadja? I've heard it before. My royal nanny was an old woman named Jessie. When I was a child, she told me a story about the blue dragon of chaos. That night, I was so scared I couldn't sleep alone. I'm sure the name she used was Nadja. You'll find Jessie living in Cardis. I'm sure she remembers the story. Psst, Giles, I wonder if this mic is beautiful. I bet she is. After all, she's a royal princess. What's the matter with you? You look distressed. What are you two whispering about? Nothing at all. Let's go. Kind of a weird line from Giles there, but I guess we're gonna leave Havelock and head to Cardis, which is just north around this curve of the shore, and we got some new enemies, namely the Fungoids. The Fungoids, their main thing is trying to hit you with a Chaos 2 spell, so it's about a 50% chance of confusion anytime they use it. They don't hit too hard. Their whole thing is trying to make you either use your spells on them to heal them up, or hit yourself or your other teammates. Because confusion in this game is more of the all-over-the-place confusion, where it can use anything in your playbook, can use items, can use spells, can attack your characters, or even attack other enemies. Very, luck-based, really, overall. And here's Cardis. We're going to be coming back here a couple times throughout. By the way, at this point, we can start buying potions. Potions are better herbs. They heal for about 1,000 HP. So at this point, sell any herbs and just start buying potions. It's the best healing item you're going to get in the game. Aw, doggy. Look at the life of this dog. So lazy, so peaceful. He has nothing to do but sleep here and bury bones. Look at all the holes. And if we come up here, we can see some dragons. Oh, we've heard about these the entire game, although this game's called Dragon Slayer, so maybe I should stay away from them because they're kind of cute. Who are you, gutter snipes? This is private property. Okay, jeez. If you try to open that chest, by the way, he does stop you. Our main goal is Jessie over here. Heavens to Betsy, are you more bounty hunters? No, ma'am. We were sent by Queen Claire. From Claire, you say? Heavens to Betsy. That's right, lady. What do you know about Nadja? Now don't get lippy with me, young man. You better explain yourself. What's your concern with the one called Nadja? Nadja is the one behind the invasion of Sordis. Heavens to Betsy, can it be true? You better believe it, lady. You are a rude one. I won't tell you again. Giles, be quiet. I'm sorry about him, ma'am. It's okay, dear. Listen to my tale. Nadja is a dragon of war who seeks chaos for all. Long ago, men's hearts were greedy and they poisoned the world. After that came Nadja, ruler of the darkest horde seeking revenge. He scorched the land with burning fire, but the Seeker stepped in and saved the last humans. Now the Seeker uses power to keep chaos at bay. Thank you for the beautiful story, Jessie. Huh, well, that's a nice little background lore. It's not the best world building, but it's a better attempt than some other games at the time. And that's all we can do in Cardis for now, so now it's time for us to head west towards Oasis. We entered here last time, but I might as well show where it is related to everything else. This place is a little interesting. You can't buy much new here for the items, and even then, by now you already have a couple moon spears from exploring, but I do want to get some moon shields for everyone. Because we already had, I think, one from the border pit, but now we can get a full set for everyone. The main thing here, you might remember back last part, one of the soldiers in town told us about a bunch of wandering traders here. Here's where you can buy stuff from them. They're not here forever, though. Hello, friend. I have only the finest items in my bazaar. Each of these three ladies sells different items. And they're all mostly only findable here or as rare drops. The Evil Eye lowers an enemy's luck by 15, and the Necro Armor all has really good defense, but equipping any of it automatically confuses you. Over here at the second lady, we got the Rabbit Foot. That boosts your luck by 75. I actually found one of those as an enemy drop earlier in the game. But I want to buy an extra one just for use during the final boss exclusively, really. The Gold Armor is decent, but it's too expensive. The Sponge allows you to sap away an enemy's MP into a non-existent reservoir. The Cucumber there is a weapon with 0 attack, but it can confuse enemies. The Magic Box is a procreating inventory space, so you can just use it and just waste your inventory space. Don't buy it. Business is booming. Yep, it's about time for another trip to Norland to buy up all their personals. You won't find the Norlanders such easy pickings anymore. Don't make me laugh. Those poor saps beg me to buy up stuff. I almost paid nothing and end up rich from their misfortune. Things have changed. They don't need your lousy gold. This is bad news if the Norland supply is gone. I'll have to change all my plans. The last item of note that you can get here is the Midas shoes. Those randomly give you 50 gold every little bit of steps. Not a bad item to have around for when you're farming. I think it is technically an accessory as well, but it's not super important. And here we got 2 new enemies. We got the Flame Skulls, and I think the other things are called the Shadows? The Flame Skulls will just physically attack you. I think you use some fire magic here or there. The Shadows, though, are summoners. They will summon extra Flame Skulls, and I'm not exactly sure if summoning more of them as the battle continues gives you more experience. I want to say one of these enemies is also immune to instant death. Oh no, they cast shock magic, not fire magic. Whoops. The Shadows should be your first target whenever you get into a battle like this, just to prevent the battle from going on too long. But at the end of the day, they're not too bad. We are admittedly coming up on another grind, but this one is mostly for money more so than experience. Because the next town's gonna have another set of equipment we're gonna want to buy up for people, and it gets pretty pricey pretty quick. With that said, welcome to Port Sword. Oh, that ship just left up there in the top left. Weird. I'm sure it'll be back at some point. So, we heard about an inventor that's supposedly here in the Swordist Kingdom, and they're gonna be around this general area. And we always got his name dropped there. We're looking for Isaac. If we were meant to fly, you would have been given wings. What's that about flying? So here's the thing we want to buy. I want to get moon blades and moon mails for everyone. 4 of each. So that's about, what, 200, 160, 360,000 gold? This is where things start to get pretty pricey. When it comes to the grinding I'm going to be doing in a few moments, I would say go until level 30 at a minimum, level 31 if you're feeling a little less confident. I go to level 32 just to make sure I'm going to be good though. And here we can get some more spells. Power 3, Guard 4, and Leech 3, the ones I really recommend getting. Chaos 2 and Sleep 3 I don't find to be too useful. Coma 3 can be, but it takes way too much MP to use even once. And I think that's more or less what the Steel Rod does anyway, so not exactly too useful. Plus, the Steel Rod's going to be falling out of use by the end of this part anyway. Alright, you must be Isaac. Look out in here. Don't sip on models. Name's Isaac. I design gadgets. I'm working on a kite that people can fly in. I want to launch off Jin Tower so I can fly over Havelock and land at the border. But in all my test flights, I crash before I reach the castle. It hurts! My design is perfect, but all the cloth around is too weak and gets shredded. I've analyzed the composition. The kite won't climb using weak cloth. I revised the system and verified the weakness, but I'm stumped! Once I solve this, my prototype will clear Havelock Castle with ease. Havelock Castle, eh? Can this really fly? Maybe we could use the kite to get to the castle roof. How about if we become your test pilots? It's just not ready to fly. What I need is a new cloth. Once I produce the next structure, sure, no problem. Okay, so we're looking for some cloth, and I think there's someone I just don't talk to that sort of hints on where you can go to find some new cloth. At the end of the day, we want to head over here back to Cardis, and as you can see, I've done my grinding. Everyone's level 32 now. My dog Toddykins is so cute. He's always making trouble. Well, that's neat. Todd's a cute name for a dog. Good day, Gov. You got messages from Queen Claire. Sorry to seem rude, but you scared the daylights out of me before. I'm Campbell, master of the Dragon Ranch of Cardis. A rare event's in store for us. A dragon's ready to lay an egg. Cool. Is that all you have to say? I'm keeping an eye out for fresh dragon eggs. So in one of the weirder moments of the game, you just kind of have to come back in and leave Cardis several times in a row until Campbell says a dragon egg is ready. No, Todd, you've moved. Did you see my Toddykins? He's purebred, you know. That sweetie loves to bury round things at his favorite sleeping spot. Okay. Anything, Campbell? Nope. Usually this takes about 2 exits and enters. I'm not sure if it can take more or less. This doesn't take a lot of time. You might want to spend this time grinding, honestly. Good day, Gov. It's time to celebrate. After all my waiting, the dragon has just laid an egg. After the hatching, I can get to work making dragon cloth. Dragon cloth? What's that?
I guess I can say, but it's a secret. Can I trust you? No, can't divulge it to no family secret. Sorry, Gov.
Okay. Well, that's a type of cloth, so maybe that's what Isaac can use? And if we actually go back here to the back and check, you can actually see the egg. It's kind of cute, kind of big, looks weirdly like a Yoshi egg. But, let's head back to Port Sword. I am basically at this point just moving between towns using Warp 2. I'm not really often walking between towns. So there are a lot of enemies I'm missing out on showing off by doing this rather. Look out here, don't step on models. Isaac, I saw a great thing in Cardis. Campbell's dragon laid an egg. So Campbell can now make dragon cloth, though he wouldn't explain much more.
Dragon cloth, huh? Never heard of that. Ah, maybe in the Book of Dragons. Hold on, I'll look it up. Listen to this, friends. My book explains it all. You make dragon cloth from the downy hairs from under young dragons' wings. It's thin and light, yet incredibly strong and very valuable. It even blocks heat and cold from magic spells if you wear a robe of it. The best cloth comes from Sordis, where the dragons lay eggs once every 100 years. So the price jumps around wildly depending on eggs. This stuff sounds pretty interesting. What do you think?
That cloth would be perfect for your kite.
Yeah, but how can we get any from Campbell?
It can't hurt to ask.
Just think, if I really had some.
We'll check it out in Cardis. The kite's important to all of us. Alright, so once again, we must go back to Cardis, or Oasis is accidentally selected there, but our goal here is Cardis. Hey, Campbell, will you let us check again?
So you want the dragon cloth, huh? Don't expect me to just give it away, that stuff is rarer than gold. I'm gonna charge you 15 million gold. Get it? 15 million.
Who are you kidding? No one has 15 million gold.
Humbug, that's the price. Don't you have any money? Of course we have money, just not 15 million pieces. And we need the dragon cloth to save your country. Keep your shirt on, my boy. Your needs are not my affair. If you want it, you'll pay for it, so cut the hogwash. I've got to check the egg now. Do you want to come and see?
Alright, sure. I'm not even sure if you can get 15 million gold in this game. That would take too long anyway.
Horrors, the egg! It's gone!
By the Seeker. I'll lay money that Drax messed with it. That heartless dog, after all the times he's run from us.
Your pardon, guys. It's unlikely to have been Drax.
That's right, he hasn't dropped into Cardis. But stealing's an outfit only for that hoodlum.
What if there's another answer?
Think, Giles, we haven't seen Drax around anywhere.
Enough! I have to get that egg. I've been waiting for years. Without it, there'll be no dragon cloth. I'll pay a lot if you can get it back. Hey, I got an idea. You need dragon cloth, right? I've got one strip of it left. I'll exchange that for the lost egg. Oh, what a horror show. Please find it.
We'd better search. Let's start with all of Cardis. What shape is an egg? Say it's kind of roundish, right? Didn't someone mention their dog liking to bury things in their favorite sleeping spot that's round? Checked where he was. Wait a second. What is it, Giles? Look at the ground. It's a mound. It does look odd, like someone's been digging. This is where that dog usually sleeps.
Didn't Jessie say her dog liked to bury things?
Yeah, she said it liked round things. Let's dig. Wow, the egg! Let me see. Don't shove, Giles. Look out! Oh, whoops. The egg broke. Giles, you made me drop it. Yeah, but look, the baby survived. What an odd bloke. Never seen a baby dragon before. He's kind of cute. We better get back to Campbell. Oh, it's following us. Look, it's following us. I heard of baby chickens doing the same thing. It thinks we're its parents.
Newly hatched birds follow the first thing they see.
We have to get it to Campbell or it'll never stop.
What's all the fuss? Have you gone haywire?
A small problem.
We broke the egg.
Campbell? I think he's dead. Campbell's eyes bug out, and he enters total shock. Yeah, he's dying. Oh no.
No, it can't be true. I can't wait 100 years for the next egg.
Eth Campbell, hang on. The shell broke, but the baby survived.
What's that you say? Ah, everything's hunky-dory. Son of a gun, that floats the little fella now. It's following you. That scared the daylights out of me. It thinks of you as its parents. That's a stroke of luck, because usually the lizards are shy and won't come near. But this one will hang around and be friendly. Soon it'll be able to fly. Maybe you can ride it like a horse.
Maybe, but right now what we need is dragon cloth.
It's yours. A deal's a deal. Take it from my chest.
And there we got the dragon cloth, so we should probably go take this to Isaac. And the dragon does continuously follow you around while you're out here, and yeah, it's cute. Has the Seeker abandoned Swordess to Nausea? Maybe. Kind of hard to judge at this point, but let's just get over to where we need to go and part sword. And thankfully, Isaac's house is the closest one to the entrance to the town. Just right over here.
What's all the commotion? Did you find out about dragon cloth?
Feast your eyes on this.
By the Seeker, that's fine-looking cloth. So shiny.
Yes, this is the holy dragon cloth. Praise our cloth.
I bow down before it, oh holy cloth. Giles, quit playing the fool.
And you, Isaac, get off your knees. Say what? You spoil sports.
We're only paying homage to the cloth. And I thought you were a serious inventor.
Lighten up, Ethan. Isaac, take it.
Seeker, you really got a lot of it. There's enough to make a fleet of kites.
Just think. You can make thousands of them.
Thousands? Hey, Isaac, you look a little sick. I've got to get right to it. Excuse me. You know Jin Tower east of Havelock? Let's meet there.
Isn't it safer if you come with us? We got the cloth and...
We can trust Isaac. Don't be so suspicious, Giles.
Alright, so now we need to head to the tower, which I actually haven't shown off yet. That's mostly because I know the map myself by now for the most part when it comes to exploring the world. But if you're exploring around as you're playing the game, you'll probably use a Seeker Orb more often and find that you can get over to here's the Jin Tower. There are no enemies here. In fact, this is a very small tower. It's not even a real dungeon. With that said, I recommend, in the case you haven't yet, swapping Sonya finally over to a real weapon at this point. The steel rod is still useful, but I'm going to sell it not long after this because in my eyes, her spell damage and physical damage is going to be more important throughout the rest of the game. And in fact, I'm going to show that off right here. She's now on the Moonblade. Long live the old friend Steel Rod, but we got to do other things.
Hi, it's not easy getting across the desert. The pack of sylphs just about got me. But here's the kite. Just hold this bar and run. You'll be flying in no time. This is so exciting. What a test. Aim for the roof. Yeah!
Something, something, something. I wanna fly high. Da 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 da. Ah, quite a smooth flight too. Thank God nothing can stop us now. Oh God, a bird! By the Seeker, look what that huge eagle did! The kite's a wreck. Our next stop is to find Drax. Probably should hide what's left of the kite after we get down there too.
Well, hello boys. Care to join me in a dance?
Prince Logan, Ethan, Giles, what's going on?
I can't move.
It would seem that my spell doesn't work on the fair sex, so I'll just have to take care of you in a different manner. In the meantime, answer me this. Are you after the Doom's Key?
Doom's Key?
Never mind. I've already taken it from the hands of dear King Theos.
Thieving witch?
Bite your tongue, I didn't steal it. I was rewarded by the king for my outstanding performance that literally had him dancing with joy.
Well, if that's the case, perhaps I can persuade you to hand it over.
Cute little girl, you've such a way with words. But I'm afraid it's too late for threats, as I've already sent the precious little item by Carrier Eagle to he who rules the darkest hold. Now, on to more pressing matters. It's time to end this conversation permanently.
So Sandra's a bit of a weird boss fight in that all 3 male members are confused automatically, and Sonia's the only one you can outright control. And you can use Fire 3 attack with her, but as you can see, the confused members can and will still attack her, it's just random. And if you get real lucky, this boss fight's not really much of a boss fight at all, as you can see. And you get a curing robe for beating her. Not that I'll ever use it, because that does cure 3 whenever you use a defense command. But it has no defense on its own, basically, so useless to my playstyle.
You? Again? I begin to weary of your persistence, boy.
Then make it easy on yourself, Drax. Surrender.
Surrender? Not when I have this particular card to play.
Prince Logan!
Princess Micah. Drax, you've gone too far. Release her.
What's the matter, Logan? Surprised to meet your childhood sweetheart under these circumstances? As I said, I'm tired of having you dog my heels. I'd like to put an end to this farce once and for all.
Then set the princess free and draw your sword.
I told you before that I would prefer to meet you under my conditions and at my terms. Now listen. If you wish to free your precious princess, meet me at the Hollow Cavern, alone. There we will find out which of the 2 of us is fit to survive.
I'll be there.
I know you will.
Well, shit. Prince Logan, I owe you my kingdom. How is it you're here? I'm in pursuit of my father's murderer, a dog called Drax. Drax? The Baron of Farlane? He was at the castle! What on earth? I don't... This doesn't make sense. Drax assaulted my father during the Battle of Sylvan. Time and time again we've faced him, yet he ignores my challenges and runs. We chased him through the border pit. When we arrived here and learned of the deceptions of Sandra, we figured that she was a spy and that Drax had to be involved. She was really after Doom's Key, a royal treasure of Sordis. My condolences for your father. Sandra came as a performer. Things have been kind of slow around the castle lately, so I let her in. I don't suppose you remember when she cast a spell and made you dance around like a fool, but the Queen might. Yikes! How foolish I was! I only remember seeing her dance. Your Majesty, where is Doom's Key? It's Prince Evan. I didn't know you were here, sir. Doom's Key, you say? It's where it always is, in my pocket. Let me show you. With his hand in his pocket, King Theos turns deathly pale. Gone! Gone! Doom's Key is gone! I figured as much. That dancer. Ah! And that talisman has power to destroy the world! Doom's Tear from Farlane, Doom's Eye from Norland, and Doom's Key from Sordis. The ancients knew how to draw power from these talismans. Thank the Seeker no one alive today has that knowledge. Your Majesty, there's one who has it. What? We'll all die. Who can this be? The Dragon of War and Chaos, Naja. The one from the Legend of Destruction? So it seems. We have yet to meet him. But can Naja really exist? Then there's no hope. We have to keep hope for your daughter, Princess Micah. Micah, what's that you're saying? She's been kidnapped by Drax. He may be Naja's spy, too. I must meet him at the Hollow for a final duel. Then I'll return with Princess Micah. My lord, we'll escort you to the Hollow. The countryside is quite dangerous. You've turned into a brave man. Stay on your feet out there. All right. The town's free, but we still gotta go rescue Micah. The Hollow, though, we've already seen on screen. You might have noticed on our way to Oasis, last part, that we passed by a cave. It's that cave. I can't believe what's happened. You were right. Drax, he took my mica. What will we do? And we're working on it. But with that, I'm gonna need to end things off here. Thank you guys for watching, and in part 8, we're gonna travel south towards the Hall and hopefully finally take care of Drax. And I'll also save the princess too, I guess. See you guys then.